Oh boy, Mount Olympus is so boring. If only there was someone to girl boss. Aphrodite, the goddess of love, fertility, born from Kronos doing a little trolling with Uranus, is the god we're talking about today. Alongside her, we got a goofy looking bird named Eros, whom holds arrows tipped with unknown and possibly illicit substances. Now, you might be wondering, why is she the goddess of love specifically? Well, partly because the Greeks were freaky as hell, and also because she's seen as being extremely desirable and cute. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the story, what are the functions that she holds? Well, sociologically, she's the reason why you feel love. Cosmologically, due to her tormenting some mortal who was handsome, we got cosmological explanation for why we get winters and summers.
I am placing blacks.
Anyways, back in the day, there was this family with 3 daughters, one of them being named Psyche, the most beautiful daughter from the bunch. Now, the girl boss that she is, Aphrodite got angry and told Eros to make her fall in love with a redditor. Unfortunately, Eros accidentally itched himself, and he falls in love with Psyche. Although Psyche was virtually worshipped by the people in her town, her father noticed she had no maidens. So he goes to Apollo and asks what's going on. Apollo tells him that no human will fall in love with her, but rather a beast. Flabbergasted, her father sets up both a marriage and a funeral for Psyche. While at this funeral, Psyche gets picked up by the wind and falls asleep, possibly from carbon monoxide poisoning, but we don't know. Upon waking up, she goes to a multi-billion-dollar mansion with gold everywhere. Eros talks to her, and ultimately they get it down freaky style, with Psyche's eyes being closed. However, her sisters, upon meeting her, grooms her into trying to mask her lover. She tries this, of course, with an oil lamp. However, she realizes that Eros is actually hot, and as such, burns him alive, accidentally. She chases Eros down until she winds up in Demeter's temple, which tells her to meet up with Aphrodite. Upon becoming her handmaiden, Aphrodite sets her up with 9 impossible tasks to gatekeep her. However, task after task, she completes them. Aphrodite sets up one last task though. A task to go to the underworld and retrieve a box full of beauty. Going from task to task, she gets the box. However, due to how unoriginal the Greeks were, Psyche opens up the box and gets sleepy. Eros, going into a phase, leaves Aphrodite and finds Psyche, where then he closes the box, wakes her up, and takes her back to Zeus. Upon hearing about everything and the bond both of them have formed together, he accepts the marriage and tells Aphrodite to stop being a hater. Due to the consequences of Aphrodite's actions, we learn the pedagogical lesson of trust and how those truly bonds a relationship together. There's also the mystical aspect with the box that held the ability to make whoever opens it more beautiful, but at the cost of going into deep sleep. Therefore, as you go into the Kahoot, just remember who's the greatest girl boss of all.